Welcome back.
Amy Artman, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
And I know that you have lots of news about the Boone County Library.
Always, always, always.
She's all excited. So I'm going to turn it over to you and you tell us everything you want us to know.
Well, thank you very much. I was real interested in the last segment that you are familiar with the Fowler's grandchildren, with Greg Giles and Karen Hughes.
Yes.
That you had a business relationship
We had
with them.
we had a 2-year business relationship with them, and they actually were real gracious about remodeling the building for us. That's probably the same remodeling job that you're enjoying today. And they were so gracious to come through there and follow every lead that we gave them, and they raised the ceiling in some rooms and.
Well, thank you.
Well,
Because that's where my office is.
I felt so bad when the opportunity came up to buy this building. We weren't on a long-term lease, but I felt bad because they put so much money and effort into rebuilding that building. And it was so nice to talk to LaVoice about maybe the connection of maybe getting you and them together and donating that building. I had no idea that they would donate it. But
Isn't that
was
wonderful?
It was wonderful on their part, yeah.
It was really, a couple of weeks ago, we had the kind of the ceremony for the granting of the deed, and it was really cute because the grandchildren, I'm having trouble, Greg and Karen, didn't have any idea that there was going to be any kind of ceremony.
Oh, really?
They just thought they were coming up to sign over a
Yeah.
check and congratulations, and we were all saying, oh no. In Harrison, there's got to
Yeah.
be cake and hugging
Exactly.
and all of this kind of So they were delighted.
To their credit, they live in Little Rock.
Right.
And they don't, the only connection they have is with that building and their father and mother.
Exactly.
Or the grandchildren. And so I'm sure they didn't expect, they thought it was just going to be one little formality and they were going to be done with it. Yeah.
Exactly. But for the library, this is a really wonderful thing to have happen. I mean, on a very pragmatic level, it's $6,000 a year in rent that we no longer have to pay. That opens up all of that money now for more books.
To put back in the library.
To put back into the library. So that's wonderful. That's where I work. We call it the non-public offices are back there. So adult programming, our financial officer works back there, and also our circulation folks work back there. So and I don't know if I had no idea that the two buildings are actually connected. You don't leave the library and go into the other. There's, I guess, several years ago in 2008, when we took over the lease, they busted out a door, and I'm sure everybody knows this that was here when that happened.
I was quite amazed at how thick the walls were. I mean, they were
the voices talked about that.
Yeah.
Literally, I think
Yeah,
she
2
was
or
saying
3
they're
feet
about
wide, yeah.
they're about that wide.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful now because it's literally connected. And I thought this was a beautiful story that they told at the deed granting ceremony that Miss Fowler, who of course was in the Women's Book Club, was on the library board, Jacqueline Fowler, forever, huge supporter of the library. She said that that the Fowler building represented her husband's passion and the library building represented her passion.
Right.
And so now they were
They're
joined.
joined.
Yeah.
And she thought that was
That's
a really
nice,
beautiful
yeah.
thing.
Wow.
So that's
It is a
probably,
beautiful story.
that's the biggest thing going on for us right now. It's just kind of this wonderful gift from the family, and just on behalf of the library, again, thank you to the Fowler family
Yeah.
for that.
You bet.
And they did
great.
not have to do that at all.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, because they had gone through the process of remodeling that, and the building was in perfect shape, and they could have looked at it as an investment, and they could have gotten their money back
Absolutely.
hand over fist.
Absolutely.
But that's not what they decided to do, which
Absolutely.
is full credit to them.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, and their vision.
So that's a happy story.
You
Yeah, it is a
bet.
happy
Over at
story.
the library.
You bet.
So at the library, there's all kinds of things going
Okay.
on.
Such as?
Well, first of all, I need to teach you a word.
Okay.
Do you know the word huzzah?
No.
Okay, so huzzah.
Oh, no.
It means like yeehaw in the Middle Ages. And the reason we need to know this word is because we're doing our adult winter reading program.
Well, huzzah!
Very good, Anne. That's so good. So, and this is just a program that the library does to kind of encourage folks to read during the winter. We do a children's reading program in the summer, of course, which we actually talked about the first time I came to visit with you all. But during the winter, we set up a winter reading program. There's a little tourney, and it's called a Tournament of Reading this year, and the theme is the Middle Ages.
Okay.
So it encourages people to maybe read in an area that they're not as familiar with, and you read books and you get prizes. That's basically how it works. So
Wow.
it's kind of fun. You have a little booklet that you take up to the front desk, and if you read one book, you become a peasant. 2 books, you're a squire, then you become a knight, and a lord or a lady, and then a king or a queen. And you
a great
get prizes
incentive.
all the way
Yeah.
along. So it's just a fun little way to
You don't have
encourage
to give an
people to
oral
read.
book report,
No.
do you?
No.
And that goes.
I mean, if you want to, we'll give you a bonus
Well, you need to
points.
tell people what you've read and the characters and.
Exactly.
Sure.
Exactly. Actually, there's something I don't want to get. It's kind of I don't want to get into too many details. You can get our newsletter and find out all of this. But you can review books on our website. And we're giving bonus points if you review one of our books on our website. It's kind of like Amazon.com, where other patrons can review books. So you
Right.
go look at a book and, oh, look, 3 other people have read this and they all loved it. So I think I would like it. So we're trying to encourage people to do that through the winter reading program.
And since you said that, I want to throw something out that I was privy to at Women's Book Club, and that is if you go on the library website and click on the Amazon,
Yes.
you can purchase from Amazon, but the Boone County Library gets some kickback from that.
That's exactly, well, and
so that's
thank
a great,
you.
yeah, that's a big thing right there.
There's a tab that says buy books.
Right.
And it's not just books. It's anything through Amazon.com.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was-
If you're buying a radio, I mean, of course, the bigger ticket items, the better, because we get a percentage of all the
Now,
purchases.
how do you connect you with them? How's it work?
It's just apparently it's just a program that Amazon.com provides for libraries or probably for other for
So what, if I wanted to
nonprofits.
buy it, and I do go onto Amazon. How do I connect you with them?
Okay,
So
go
they'll-
to
You have to go through the library website.
Go to
Oh, okay,
BooneCountyLibrary.org.
Okay.
And our website will come up. There'll be a tab that says buy books. Click there. That'll
It'll take you
route
directly.
you to Amazon.com. And at that point,
So it's
you're
all
in
automatic.
whatever that world is where now they know
Right.
you're buying through the library.
So every dollar that's spent through your website goes to the Boone County Library.
Exactly. And it's
Good.
actually the Amazon.com website. So for instance, if you're a one-click user, all of that comes up. It'll recognize
Right,
you
right.
just like normal. So it's
Oh, good.
nice.
So
It's
if you
nice.
are shopping on Amazon, click out of there and go through the Boone County Library
minute.
I'm
website
gonna
to
do
do
that.
it
Right
and
now.
go find the Amazon
Thank
through
you very
them
much
so that
for
they
remembering
get some
that.
money for that.
Yeah, that's
You're
a great thing. That's a great thing for
Do you know
people to
what
about.
percentage or not? Do you know? Or?
I don't want to guess. LaVoice has told me it's more than you would think.
I can't. I think she
I
told
would
us
say
that.
maybe 2 or
Something like that's fine.
3%,
That's
which
good.
adds up if you have folks doing, like for instance, all their Christmas shopping. I mean,
bet.
those
Sure.
types of things. So
And
we
it doesn't have
folks
to be
do-
books.
No,
It can be
anything
any
through
item.
Amazon.com.
Well, I've bought some
That's awesome.
pretty expensive things there.
Yeah.
And they have everything.
They do. It's true.
Yeah.
They do.
They even have scooters.
Did you buy
Buy
a scooter?
No, but
Okay.
I checked prices on scooters one time.
And
They do.
along the
That's
lines
amazing.
of Amazon.com, the library is also working right now on offering ebooks and those types of things since more and more people are buying Kindles and Nooks
Exactly.
and those types of things. Now, we're still working on that, so don't run down to the library and say, I want an ebook right now. But that is just to let everybody know that that's something that LaVoice
Okay.
in particular is working very hard on right now to develop that over this year.
And the audiobooks seem to be a popular thing at the library too. So
And DVDs and videos, all those types of
Right.
things.
There's more than just books.
That's right.
Standard books.
And then your children's programs continue.
Fantastic all the time. We have story time every Tuesday and Wednesday at 10 o'clock. There's a wonderful story or two. I get to be up there sometimes when they're doing it, and I just want to sit down with the kids because they're so fun. They do a little get-to-know-you time, and then they do the story, and then there's always a craft. And we also do teen programming. And the Buffalo National River Partners will be starting up their season this year with a program at the end of the month on riverbank stabilization, which rivers are alive, so they're
bet.
constantly eroding, and that's a constant work in progress for the Buffalo River Park Service. So Farron Usry is going to talk with us a little bit
Neat.
about that.
Okay.
That's neat.
So come to BooneCountyLibrary.org, request an email newsletter, come by and get a print newsletter, or go to Facebook. We're on Facebook, and that's a way to come be our friend, and we can just keep you up to date with all the wonderful things that are happening at the library.
Thank
Excellent.
you.
Excellent. And the word again?
Huzzah!
Huzzah. All right.
I'm gonna have
Amy,
to go
thanks a
out
lot.
and use that word.
Use that word today.
I
We'll
will.
use that
Use it.
word.
Thank
Thanks.
you very much
Thank
for letting
you.
me come
You're
today. I
welcome to come
appreciate
back
it.
anytime.
Thank you.
To keep us updated about what the Boone County Library is
Great.
doing.
I'll do it.
All right. Thanks so much.
Huzzah! I like that word.
Up next, we're going to be talking with Carrie Culhane and also Abigail Sarah with the Sugar Gems Bead Shop and talking about everything that they're doing. And they're set up over there, and I don't think we got a big enough table for them, but we're going to talk to them anyway. They decided to bring half the store, so we'll see what they've got. Stay with us.